As we look at profiling, this is a skill and a tactic that I think oftentimes goes well underserved in what we're trying to accomplish, and it becomes something that's rote and is not as focused as what it needs to be. And let's keep in mind, as we look to be a great service organization or to deliver great service, it really starts with every single touch that we have with a client. And in this case, the profiling process actually starts when they're still a prospect. They're not even a client yet. So the first interactions, as we're trying to gather perspective and information about that client situation or that prospect situation, we've got to have a disciplined, repeatable process that we can use in order to do that. And there's really three key rules to this that you need to think about. Number one is it needs to be comprehensive. You need to have an approach that gives you a very comprehensive perspective, not only of what the client has and in terms of assets and liabilities, but also some other aspects that are important, what they're trying to accomplish. So it has to be a comprehensive approach, number one. Number two is it has to be efficient. If you think about the typical 1-hour meeting that you have with a prospect or with a client who's trying to gather information, there's only so many questions that you're really able to ask during that period of time. So if you ask a number of short, trivial questions that give you just data interchange, there's only so many of those questions that they're willing to answer that you have time to answer. So you have to have a way to gather information on a more broad, expansive way with bigger, broader questions that give you detail but also give you a more comprehensive view of what they're trying to accomplish and what their situation is currently. The third key thing to this as well, and this is probably what differentiates top advisors from the rest of the field, and that is the ability to do this in a very conversational manner. If you think about the competence that people are looking for out in the marketplace from their advisor, their financial advisor, their wealth manager, their financial planner, they want somebody who has been there before and has done that. And your approach to this process, if it's consistent, repeatable, and is conversational, is going to distinguish exactly who you are, what you do, and your experience. So those are three key things to look at.